I want to get an LLC for a rental property. Oh, do you? Okay. Okay, so that's not a question, but we'll answer it anyway. Disclaimer, I am not your attorney. I'm not your CPA. I'm just here providing general advice that I learned through the Google machine and years of experience running betterlegal.com. And so, again, this is not personal information. You should not take this as advice or opinions or anything like that. Do your own research, talk to a professional, but let's go ahead and get into it. We've got Tiffany. Tiffany, she's looking at getting this rental property here. She wants to Airbnb it, booking.com, whatever, I don't know. Whatever the cool stuff is now, Verbo or VRBO, whatever they call themselves nowadays. Okay, so she's interested in buying this rental property and she wants to do it as an investment, and so she doesn't want to own it personally. Let's say she's already got a homestead. She wants to use it as a as investment property because she's going to have investors, and it gets pretty hairy. Once you have a couple of investors and yourself, you really, one really important thing is once you have more than one person in a company, it becomes pretty necessary to have an entity. We've got some great videos in a playlist. Please watch that. It goes over all this stuff, all of this kind of information in a much more succinct manner than I'm going to do right now. But if you're going to engage in business with someone, it's generally a great idea to form an LLC to manage that. So there's something in between the two of y'all that isn't, y'all going after each other. So she's going to have some investors. She's got all these customers lined up. They want to stay at this place because it's super awesome. She's kind of huge here. She's a big lady, and all these little small people. She's kind of Godzilla Airbnb. So anyway, she wants this rental property. She wants to rent it to all these people on Airbnb. And, she wants to protect herself. Let's say this lady tends to sue a lot of people. She likes to fall down the stairs a lot and say, oh, this is your fault. You owe me money, looking for any reason to maybe get injured in this place. That's what she likes to do. She likes to go around to Airbnbs all over the place and claim injury and then get these Airbnbs for free. That's kind of her. Maybe she's got a YouTube channel that does that. But anyway, Tiffany wants to protect herself, so she decides that she's going to put this rental property into an LLC. It's going to be ABCBNB LLC. And, which state should she put this in? Well, generally accepted principles are to get the LLC in the state that the property exists. So if this state is in Pennsylvania, if it's in Texas, so on and so forth. Even if she doesn't reside in the state permanently, she lives in North Carolina and this is in Pennsylvania, she can have a Pennsylvania LLC and run it remotely. That's perfectly fine. That's done all the time, every day of the week. So she wants to have a rental property. Why? Well, first of all, if you're dealing with investors and you need to manage who owns what and this and that, and you need to do that, you need a vessel separate from yourself that holds all this stuff. All the accounting, everything needs to be separate. So this isn't running through your personal finances. So you need a separate bank account, separate accounting, all that stuff needs to be different from the business. I don't know what that is, but we want to basically, we don't want any connection between these other than that she's an owner and an operator of the business. She's the manager and one of the members of the business. What's a manager and member? We've got a video for that. Go check it out. You clearly didn't watch the playlist yet. Okay. That's one reason. She's not going to be by herself. She is going to have lots of investors, other operators that are in the business. So there needs to be a mechanism that kind of houses all of these individuals working towards this common goal of renting this place out. Another mechanism is, like we said, this lady here just likes to kind of claim injuries all the time. So if you have an LLC, you can separate the ties between it. And so if this person has a legitimate claim, Tiffany's assets, her car, her house, every state's different, so this doesn't go for everything. But her house, her cars, her assets, jewelry, all that stuff is not up for grabs by this lady who has a legitimate claim now. Now, another thing that is common that people do that I'm going to go into that I wasn't going to go into that I decided I'm going to go into now is let's say she's got 3 of these. Let's say she's got a couple of these properties. We've got property 1, cute little houses. So this is property 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So we talked about liability where this lady is going to sue, or there's something else that goes wrong. There's all kinds of lawsuits that can happen. It's just this is why LLCs are important, a main reason. But you want to protect the liability between each business. So let's say this is the main, most kind of biggest, most valuable asset to Tiffany. She's got these other ones, but they're kind of rinky-dink. This one's worth $100,000. This one's worth $100,000, and this one's worth $1 million. And so this lady goes and stays in this one, and she gets injured, and she claims an injury. Now, if all of these are under the same LLC, ABC, B&B LLC, if she gets injured here, because they're all under the same umbrella, even if, let's say her claim is for $200,000 and this property is only worth $100,000, well, that's more than what the property is valued at. So obviously she can't get $200,000 because there's only $100,000 there, right? Well, no, because they're all under the same umbrella. She can kind of go to this one and say, well, this one's worth $1 million, so why don't you go ahead and sell this one, and then you can pay me my $100,000 that the judge just awarded me. And so that's a reason why, if there are multiple properties that are included in Tiffany's burgeoning empire, it's a great common thing to do where this is, Airbnb, or I'm sorry, ABC B&B1 LLC. And this is ABC B&B2 LLC. And this is ABC B&B3 LLC. And all of them are underneath ABC Holdings. You might have heard of a holding company, LLC. And so all of these individual properties, all these unique LLCs, LLC1, LLC2, and LLC3, are under a fourth umbrella LLC that's a holding company. And so she might own that main, she might be a part owner in that main holding company, and then this holding company owns all of these. So in that case, talk about members and managers again real quick. If there's a holding company here, the members, I'm sorry, backwards. The member of ABC B&B1 LLC, the owner of this LLC might be wholly owned by Holding LLC. The sole owner member of this one might be Holding LLC, or it might even be something weird like Tiffany owns 50% of this and the holding company owns 50% of this. So this goes into more and more about how to protect yourself further, to distribute the risk between all of these. Because let's say, another random example, let's say 1 and 2 exist and they're kicking off and they're doing great, and 3 is getting built, and she's pumping money into this, but then it's a huge disaster and it's just it just fails. It goes under. They've got to liquidate it. These other ones are protected. They're not any of the assets from this are unique from this one. So if one goes under, the others aren't taken down with it. So that's a great kind of few examples of this great question here. I want to get an LLC for rental property. Hopefully that was educational for you. If it was, please like and subscribe, comment below, ask a follow-up question. Love those. Watch our other videos. I think there's a lot of value in there. Ask follow-up questions. Go to betterlegal.com to get an LLC because we are the most affordable, quickest, just generally awesome. We're better. Even if someone's best, we're better than best. So please go check us out, betterlegal.com, and we will see you on the next video.